this site serves as a terminal spring staging area for several shorebird species, particularly species that use mudflats and marshes for foraging. Those include whimbrels, black-bellied plovers, short-billed dowitcher. It's also an important wintering site for dunlin. We have probably 100,000 to 200,000 dunlin that overwinter here. The barrier islands themselves are important for red knot staging. They're also important for piping plover, oyster catcher breeding, Wilson plover breeding. So this particular site is a really important spring staging area. It's also an important fall staging area for those same species. The Virginia barrier islands are the most pristine set of barrier islands that we have remaining along the Atlantic coast, and so they're still natural. The shorebirds that come here really don't experience the same disturbance rates that they do elsewhere along the Atlantic coast.
Probably two things. Accelerated sea level rise, not so much just sea level rise, but the fact that humans are making it happen faster. And human use, keeping a handle on that and making sure it's compatible, and so people, humans can benefit, and nature too.
One of our most important management strategies here on the coast of Virginia is education and outreach, and really teaching the visitors that come out to the islands about how the birds use these habitats and how important they are to the birds, and how as a visitor you can be out there and enjoy these areas responsibly and not have any negative impacts to the birds. So we really try and get that message out as best we can. And recently we completed a really exciting project where we worked with 10 different partners here in coastal Virginia, federal, state agencies, academic partners, some local groups, to develop a coordinated approach to that education and outreach. And we developed a set of outreach materials, and the project is called Explore Our Seaside. So we now have this great set of products that include interpretive kiosks, a website, and brochures to let people know what an amazing place this is and how incredibly important it is, not only for shorebirds, but lots of other wildlife and coastal resources, and how they can help protect that and be good stewards of this area. One of the other most important management strategies that we have and that we work hand in hand with our federal and state partners to implement on the barrier islands is managing predator populations, mostly to help the nesting shorebirds and colonial water birds increase their reproductive success on these islands. So these birds are facing all sorts of threats throughout their life cycle. Here in Virginia, as far as the nesting season goes, there's really two threats that we can really effectively manage, and that's visitor disturbance and predators. So that's where we put a lot of our resources and a lot of our energy. And we have seen over the decades that it's an incredibly effective strategy here, and we get a lot of conservation impact for our conservation dollar here in coastal Virginia.
Things. One, a lot of planning, landscape scale planning, and two, all the partnerships between the different agencies and individual researchers.